You find Skull outside. Finrose is still on the roof.
I'm trying to get down.
Turn up your light. Ooh.
Make an acrobatics check.
17.
You get down easily.
That's how it sounds.
You don't even hurt yourself.
What?
You didn't hurt yourself coming
Okay.
down from the roof. Kind of important.
As I get down, I'm just like, well, I got another arrow in one of them.
I see you and turn around and point at my back and say, hey, how bad does this look?
It looks pretty bad. But the wound has, it's still in the process of healing. It's
Just
still,
festering right now.
Stitching itself. It's magically stitching itself.
It doesn't look good.
It's left quite a tear in his clothing.
It looks like whoever did something to heal you did a decent job, but that wound is not good.
So I think, I believe, what was her name?
Oh,
Bola gave me a potion. I don't know, I felt like I nearly died there for a while.
She says it's the only one I have, so you should be careful.
I think I saw my mother for a moment.
Saw me mother. Wait, you know Mom? I never knew Mom.
You two technically have different mothers.
Dad's a whore!
You're a pure orc and he's a half
Oh,
orc.
he's just a monster is all. He
Yes.
probably raped your mom. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I don't know, they could have found love at the battlefield.
By
No,
the way,
he's
what-
a monster.
Okay.
Which one of you is older?
I'm 19.
14 or something?
I don't know. He's an older teenager for what he is. So.
You're both 19.
So
it happened.
You're
at the
fully grown by
same
14,
time.
right?
Yeah, so he's probably around 14, 15, maybe 16 at oldest. Which,
I'm the older
'cause
brother.
You're such a baby.
You say such a baby, they just mature faster because they're orcs.
I'm
Yeah,
the
they're all
oldest
long
and the shortest.
So yeah, I'm the older brother, and I'm 2 inches shorter. Similar to my brother in real life.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, for 18 strength, I can lift over 300 pounds overhead. So I'm going to assume I threw him pretty easily. I'm not finding any good calculator, but I did find a calculator.
Since throwing Fenrir's thing in this campaign, I'll have to come up with something for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it 3 times
We
now.
have been.
You've been thrown at the tower, you've been thrown at a rock, you've been thrown above a roof.
Yeah,
You're throwing
it
apparently
happens a lot.
you're liking this fastball special, aren't you?
I am. I'm loving it. I mean, I've done some really good shit with it too. It's worked out really well for us so far.
It actually has, weirdly enough.
It hasn't let me down, so I want to keep doing it. I think if we go around on the streets, we can figure out where they might have gone. Since the big one's got a couple arrows in them, they might be leaving a blood trail. Also, they gave me a map.
A map of what?
They said it was some shrine. They're wanting to trade the pendant that they stole from me for some orb at a shrine out in the woods. I don't know what this shrine is or what the orb is. They wouldn't answer any questions. I kind of got tired of asking, so I
Skull?
threw my hand axe at him.
Skull's still kind of
Hey, here's that back, by
upset
the way.
coming down
Oh,
from
shit,
his
thanks.
rage, and he just kind of grunts out, "No negotiation with terrorists," and punches a wall.
Well, you punched the wall of the house you guys walked out of?
Yeah, just punches it. Not I mean, he's coming down from his rage, so
You
Yeah.
probably might leave a dent in
hold
the
on.
wall.
Let me roll, see how well this rolls out. Ooh! Of course I roll a fucking 17 now! Are we gonna include rage or not? I need to know this.
Skull leaves a nice fist-sized hole in the wall.
I thought your rage was coming
Punches
out.
it.
Well, he was coming down from it, but doesn't mean he's still
Skull
not
made a
full
verbal
control of this.
declaration and punched the wall. Now there's a hole.
No negotiation with terrorists.
Not trying to. But by the way, should we stick around? Because we've kind of made a scene, and I feel like the guards are going to come.
At this, Skull looks around. Is anybody looking at him?
You've still got a lot of eyes on you, and they're conversing. Let's see if the guards have shown up this time.
Regardless, he sees a bunch of people staring at him. He goes full deer in the headlights and freezes.
Every single guard in the
yeah.
entire village shows up.
Alright, perceptions, everybody outside.
So, Dan, I have a question.
Yeah.
What color is orc blood? in your setting.
Ooh, that's
Or is it
true.
normally?
Well, if you go
Some
by...
depends on what setting
Yeah,
you're
it
in.
depends on what setting it is. Tolkien's, they're black. Like, just straight black. If you go by WoW setting, they're very dark red. It can be mistaken for black blood, but it is a very dark shade of red.
And then some others like to call it blue or green.
Yeah.
Hence their
And then
color.
what would my color be, since I'm half elf, and I don't know what color elf blood is, I'd imagine
it's normally
red.
Something I
Lighter
never thought
red, I
about, so I guess as a group we can decide right now.
It's another flavoring thing. I personally like the fact of blue blood just simply because it's kind of different. And plus it would explain their coloration.
So, and then you'd be
Yeah,
like
we have a
a...
bluish skin tone.
yeah.
And it would explain, because like people have bright red blood, but we're still pale colored, so I think blue would be best, so that's why you get the greens and whatnot.
We'll have wildlife orchard crabs.
Yep.
Yeah, we can go with blue. And while we're at it, what do you think an elf would be?
So there's orchard crab blood.
We'll show
One example in the
It's
real
really
world
cool.
of blue blood.
Yeah, we'll say it's that. But what do you?
I know what it is.
What do
It's
we
like
wanna
literally the most expensive liquid in the world.
Yeah.
What do you want to make the elven blood then?
Let's see what other sources say. Because
I have
like I
not.
said, I
I've
think-
only seen it as red, so I'm not familiar with
Yeah, I
other
think
blood
it's
as much.
what color is elf blood.
Silver.
So in some settings it is silver, actually.
Well, like I've seen a lot since they're normally more golden in color, so
Because
their
then we
blood
can-
is more orange in
We
color.
can merge the two colors since you're a filthy half-breed.
Yeah. The filthiest half-breed, thank you.
I would say giving it like a bronze color would be pretty cool.
It would also work with the fact that everyone has copper skin.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll go with a bronze for elven and a blue for orcs, and yours would be a bronze blue.
What is that?
Hold on, googling.
Yeah.
If that is a color, which is
It's probably gonna be a mudded color.
Muddy brown. Or muddy blue, rather.
But yes,
Ooh, blue.
everyone outside make
Ooh,
perceptions.
that's actually really cool colored. Hold on, let me find a better picture of it. If I can get my phone to load. So when bronze like ages, it naturally turns that color anyways.
Oh.
So, fun fact.
So like it just looks like liquid bronze coming out of them, or is it like
You
a
know
reddish hue?
how
really
copper
old.
turns colors? It's basically the same color copper turns because
Oh,
there's
that,
copper inside of it. Yeah, that bluish color.
Copper oxidation.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Copper
Oxidized
Sorry.
copper. Oxidized.
So yeah, I had everyone make a perception. So I don't know if you guys made your rolls or not.
I did.
What was your total?
We can even make it metallic like that with your
I
elven.
don't
blood.
remember.
Oxidized copper. Copper. Give it like an iridescent sheen. Your mixed blood.
It was better than what I just rolled.
Oh.
Well, Skull, what is your perception? Taurus, what is yours?
Oh wait, did we already do these? I already
I
rolled
may have already done it. We didn't. We
Well,
started talking about
yeah, I got
blood.
it.
Yeah.
I rolled really high, but I'm frozen in the headlights. I ain't moving.
I got 10.
Okay. At the moment, you do not see the two guards off in the distance, coming towards the center commotion.
Wait, does Skull?
Yeah, like I rolled really high. It's
Okay,
just
then-
I'm not reacting to anything.
Yeah,
I'm
Skull
frozen.
would have seen them. He's currently frozen, but there are at the moment two guards headed towards the center of the commotion, which is you.
Cool. It's true. So should we go? Should we stay and try to explain? I feel like
I'm
we.
going to tell you right now, my character is frozen. He's not moving. So if you want to go, he's staying regardless. So you don't have to worry about that.
If you're staying, like,
He's doing his classic deer impression. You've seen it before.
yeah, I feel like we should stay just to try to explain, because like we did cause a scene. If we can explain it, it'll cause less trouble for us later on down the road.
We have to make sure that we say we were assaulted first, even if it's a lie. They have no way of knowing.
Resolved it. Didn't they get away?
They did get away.
Well, we should at least let them know they're on the loose.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. We need to...
There's more than
Or
just
you
a
could just
fox.
tell them the truth, Ben.
Well, that we
Start
attack
from-
them?
Hey,
They have to ask that
technically,
question.
we were
kidnapped one of our
pursuing,
people.
and then you guys were
Cool.
attacked, kind of, sort of.
I just got insulted at the
Sorry.
door, so I'm not going to say anything anyway, so...
I guess we're waiting.
Alright. Time passes. Well, not much time passes, but the two guards do show up and are questioning what is going on. And first they will speak to... He's frozen, so
Yeah.
they're going to go towards someone they think they can get to speak. Which would be up to... They would probably go towards Retoris first, as he still has the outward appearance of an elf.
Gee dang it.
As a yes, officer.
Yes, officer.
What happened here?
Yes, awesome.
Well, you see,
What
we
happened?
were chasing a pickpocket that stole a fairly rare possession from our friend here. And he chased the suspect into the house. And the door was suddenly closed behind him. And a large bodyguard got out and tried to prevent us from getting to our friend. We did not know what position he was in. We figured he was being attacked inside. So we attempted to get past the bodyguard. The bodyguard did not take kindly to this, and was
Not
held
lying so far.
and was
I'm impressed.
held against the door, basically pinning the large woman that we believe it was. She's very large, almost 8 feet tall. Well, 7.5 feet anyway, and prevented her from moving and prevented her from attacking anyone else. I was assaulted and nearly killed by an unseen assailant after they activated some smoke bombs,
Doing pretty good.
and I fell unconscious during this section.
We don't have to lie.
Later,
This is the thing. He's
Our-
been so up for lying. I'm kind of surprised he's being so truthful so far. He's wording it very well.
my companion here gave me a health potion, and I was on the brink of death, I believe. And she brought me back from the edge. And then after that, I woke up and just kind of looked around the house to find where those two went. Found them and realized that
Didn't take
our
any
orc
gold.
friend here was making a scene as he
Don't
was
have to mention that.
enraged by the slight of the woman bodyguard.
During your long spiel, eventually 9 more guards had showed up.
Jesus.
It was still mainly the two just conversing with you guys, and the other 9 were seemed to be taking notes from the surrounding people, seeing
So,
what they saw.
The more people that gather around us, the more Skull is going to get noticeably uncomfortable.
It's starting to build up quite a crowd now, because now more
Yeah.
people are coming in to see what's going on.
So he's going to start breathing a little bit heavy like he was before when he was raging.
Now, I will say this very large
can't rage
woman was
again,
very
we start
badly
to
injured,
freak out.
as after she engaged us in combat, we defended ourselves, and she has, I believe, 2 or 3 arrows sticking out of her from his
2.
from his description, and she also has probably some nasty bruising from being hit by our friends here makeshift shield.
That's her blood on the wall.
And yet, actually, speaking of the blood, when you point to it, it is a bronze color.
Ooh.
Kind of elfish.
That's already become...
That's a big ass fucking elf. Jesus.
Ooh.
She wearing some stilts under that cloak?
Fucking maybe.
She's actually just has congenital gigantism.
Oh no!
She'll die any year now.
Poor lady. No,
Sound
better yet,
like-
she just had the spell put on her where she has like a fucking size difference.
Anyway.
You
How
have
do
any
these
questions
guards
for me,
react?
officer?
Well, are you all right now? Is there anything we can do to... I mean,
Can help us
why
track
don't I
these
start
people down?
ordering some of the people to try and track down the direction you pointed they went.
I say the only thing you could really do for us is either, catch her, which would be nice, or their ringleader that he was talking about.
Now, what details
Track
did
the
you...
blood! We have no way to track the blood!
What details did you use to describe the 2 assailants?
Well, like I said, I never saw the second assailant.
Were you going to speak up at all, Finrose?
Yeah.
To contribute?
This was the work of the Fox, and apparently he has a guild here in your town
Called.
of thieves called Midnight Falls, and I present the knife. The
Yes.
fox that was caught earlier today is only one member of their group. Possibly. I'm assuming.
Allegedly.
Yes, they look upon this, and they seem to understand what you're telling them. And is there anything else we need to know before we try to find these people? By this point, more guards have shown up. They've at least sent 10 different people going into the direction to try and fan out and find the person you described who was bleeding out.
Well, they were wearing a rabbit mask. I tried to remove the mask from her face to get a positive ID, but I failed.
So I'm torn. I don't know if we should tell them about this map and this shit that they want from us. Or... Because, I mean, if we do and we end up having to do this and getting this orb, then they're going to know it was us. And I don't want to cause, like, shit if this is something really fucking important to, like, this village and what's going on around it. So I don't want to
There's
give...
some America bomb pops in the basement, by the way.
You still have that stuff?
Oh, wow.
There's some American bomb pops in the basement.
Did you get some kind of pop pops? Yeah, popsicles in the basement, you know that? Yeah, popsicles in the basement, you know that?
I just found out.
Hey, I think there's popsicles in the basement.
No way.
I was saying that's
Whoa.
a common pedophile thing.
Oh.
Is it?
I'm not a pedophile, so I wasn't aware.
Alright. At least that's a common joke.
Oh, nonetheless, I'm not a pedophile, so I wasn't aware. Huh?
No. So,
Oh, I was gonna. Do you want
Jill.
to time out?
Jill, I need some advice with this.
About what?
About...
We need some
about
from
all the
player to player
information.
advice.
Yeah,
So wait, are we in game or out of game?
Out of game at the moment.
out of game.
Okay.
So,
I need to know this because my character's frozen. He ain't
yeah,
helping
that's
you.
fine. But we're still talking to the guards, and I'm trying to figure out how much information to give them. Because I'm real iffy on telling them about this map and what deal
So-
they want to make. So, like,
it would depend on how much your character would be entrusting in the guard at the moment. Would you be entrusting them with actual accomplishing anything with any information you had to give them?
well, my issue is, like, if for whatever reason we end up having to do this, we can't track them down, there's no other way to get in contact with them again other than stealing this fucking orb. I don't want to tell these guards, like, hey, they want us to steal this orb at this location with this map.
As a good character, like, are you chaotic good?
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
would be down to your moral choice on whether you would want to basically tell the guard saying, hey, they want us to steal this versus for the greater good, you want to steal this. That would be down to your chaotic vision of what you want to do with it.
It could also be a personal thing, like
Yeah.
they took something of mine and I want to get it back.
Honestly, if I was in your position, if I was a chaotic good character and I had all the information you had, I would steal the orb and then break the orb. I would basically...
See, I was
destroy
thinking
the
about
map.
doing that, but, like, I just with the guards here, I don't know if I should tell them about it, you know?
That would be down
'Cause
to a personal
if-
preference.
If it's something that's important to the town itself,
make
they
sure
might
it's
send, like,
Yeah.
guards or something.
I was just trying to buy black and white cat.
Yeah. He's kind of grumpy right now, but I don't
I'm gonna use the bathroom in there. I gotta think about this.
Yeah. That is honestly, that would be down to your personal preference and how much you trust the guard.
Not a whole lot so far. So I'm not gonna tell the guards about the map. However, I'm gonna offer to try to... I want to try to show them where I believe I shot the other.
Alright,
Arrow,
but quick
the
question.
second.
You showed them the knife. Are you giving it to them or are you
No,
still holding
I
it?
am holding it firmly. I'm just showing them the blade where it says, like, Midnight Falls, and then I, like, turn it over and it's got the fox emblem.
Alright.
And then I'm putting it back in my shit.
And
This
he's
is
already
my
gone
knife
over
now.
the guard with it before.
But,
Just wanted to clarify.
yeah, that's fine.
Did the knife get left in Ben's back, or did it just get shanked and pulled
Shanked.
back out?
It
Okay.
is not there.
Can I stab this one in and see if it matches the size of the wound?
It unlocks his death.
Ah! This holds the key to your future.
This is part of the same set.
It fits like a glove.
I asked him if they have any kind of anything to address this wound. And I kind of turn around and point to the giant gaping wound in my back.
The wound's actually pretty much sealed up by now.
Yeah. Potion's working its magic. You ain't dead.
ask him for some dressing anyway to keep nastiness out of it.
That's a good reason.
Yeah,
Probably sensitive.
the guards can accommodate. They do carry around a few simple bandages because preparation for any kind of scuffle. But yeah, they can hand you some bandages. And Finrose was wanting to show him where he last thinks
Yeah, where I last shot.
fragment was.
Yep.
As Skull's still frozen.
I was gonna say, is anybody doing anything about Skull?
Before I lead them, I'm gonna grab Skull by the arm and say, "Come on, Skull, let's go."
He robotically follows.
What? Just like I planned. Alright, and then I want to try to, go around in the streets and alleys to where I think they would have landed after I shot them with that second arrow.
And with combat being over, Thol puts her sword back in her bag and she follows. But yes, you go to the other side of the next route over, and on the ground you can see.
You can have the rest of them if you want.
You can see on the ground there is a pool of bronze blood, but there is no body.
Yeah, there is. Are there any footprints leading away?
I don't think you understand what just happened. I was about to put my drink down. He just shot his pen directly underneath where I was putting my drink down.
That was
It
entirely
was kind of
an
impressive.
accident.
It was impressive.
I could not do that if I tried.
Anyway, there are some footprints trailing off in a direction.
You're a tracker. Granted, this is not the best terrain. You can still track.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna track. Oh man, I didn't even use any of my spells.
Yeah, you have those now.
I do, I forgot about it. God damn it. That would have actually been really helpful.
But you do have spells.
But yeah, I want to try to track the footprints.
Alright. Do you have a track ability as part of your
I think
thing?
it's technically lumped under
No, but yours should
survival
be
or
more related to your favorite terrain or something. Which
Yeah.
this is not. So just
I hate how they changed some of the classes. I'm just going to throw it out there.
so investigation. Well,
Get that shit out of here.
Information, but which is investigation. So yeah.
investigation.
Mm-hmm.
10.
You're following the footprint for a while, and eventually they head into an alley. And by the time you emerge on the other side, there are no footprints.
So, at this whole following for a while, after we get into a motion of things, I would start helping. Do I roll one as well?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, that's all I want though.
Didn't help much.
No, I did not, but I tried. You know what? I did better than you. I got an 11.
Did you?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I got 6.
Alright.
I mean, it all leads you to one alleyway. Footprints lead into the alleyway, but by the time you get to the other side, they have disappeared.
Did it
Unlike the previous alleyway, this one doesn't have any doors to it.
Did it look like the footprints were kind of dissipating a little bit? Was the blood kind of wearing off?
By this point, the person wasn't losing as much blood.
Okay. I want to try to look at the walls and everything around the area where we just came out of the alleyway.
Alright, perception.
So he's looking around the immediate area where the footprint stopped. I'm going to backtrack and see if there was any way up, any markings that this is a false trail.
Okay.
6.
6. And then you do your investigation as you're looking.
21. Wait. Hold on. 6 plus this. What is it? 22. I think.
Oh, yes, 22.
22.
I couldn't see what you
You have a
rolled.
plus 6 in investigation.
I have a 6 in investigation. I know. It's because I have high intelligence, and for some reason I have proficiency in it. I don't know why investigation of all things.
Is that because of the...
It might be because of
Protection?
Artificer.
Maybe.
I think it is.
I don't remember. But anyway, yeah.
It's a very smart oven.
We won. We did it, gang. Time to go home.
I wish.
You can technically go home at any time you want.
Sure. My home is the wild. Kinda. You put extra cheese on mine, right?
Nope. All the cheese is gone. It's tracking it now.
Are you serious?
She
I'm so
lied
upset
to you.
right now.
It's all in the
I
potatoes.
got so excited.
It's all in the potatoes, sorry.
Put some potatoes on
No!
my pizza.
It's mine!
You said I could have some.
A little bit. That's
Yeah,
right.
put a little bit of potatoes on my pizza.
Skull, when you backtracked, you went maybe 100 yards backwards, and you eventually found a slight detour into a different direction. Upon following it, it eventually led to a location where it just kind of blood started to build up a bit more and suddenly stopped. You gather that the injured person might have taken this opportunity to, one, create a false trail, and then, upon backtracking, took the time to heal themselves so they'd stop leaving the trail altogether. But yes, you were misled.
I'm going to let out a whistle and then continue to investigate the area for any newer tracks or different kind of trails, because I'm not a tracker, so I have no idea what I'm looking for.
Okay. Think about elves that they have white feet.
They do. That's the rough part.
That's gonna make it hard.
White feet, despite being 7 feet tall and muscular.
Listen, I just remember that one little moment when they're walking through the snow and like Legolas is like on top of the snow and everybody else is in the snow, and I'm like, that's beautiful right there. I was in salt. It was beautiful.
So, you can attempt tracking at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Do I hear this
Two
whistle?
20s.
9. And a 17, but a 9.
You heard Skull whistle quite a ways back.
15.
I'll,
I love this investigation, though.
I'll go try to see what he's whistling about.
Skull seems to have found an alternate path and is attempting to figure out
I got
where
nothing.
the assailant may have gone. It seems to have run cold at the moment.
We still have a
Because-
bunch of guards with us?
There are guards spanning the area. There's none directly next to you guys,
Alright.
but they are in the same area looking.
Okay. I want to investigate around Skull as well.
Okay?
I investigate skull.
Investigation at disadvantage.
Better than me.
And Skull got 15.
Oh, wait, no, you didn't do better than me. You just rolled better than me. Get wrecked.
I'll attempt investigations.
At disadvantage to find these elves.
Oh.
That's a cocked die, technically.
No, it's not, man.
It's an 18.
There was no
and
getting
that
around
one.
that one.
It's technically cocked, but
Not
it was
enough.
It was basically on one.
You got some dust in your eye.
Ow!
Where
Today's
am I?
just not going my way.
It's not. It's not your best day.
Just gonna lay down and go to sleep.
It's time to go to bed.
Dola didn't do much better than Ratoris.
I got these pets for your dog.
Yeah, let's see here. You were about midday when you were at the guard's place. So it's getting into the afternoon about now, and the trail seems to have gotten cold.
I didn't find anything with my 15. I figured I wouldn't.
Unfortunate not. Also, there's the unfortunate thing to consider that this tree is kind of a force of its own,
Yeah.
and all the civilians seem to be wood elves, and they have this natural ability to hide in the foliage.
I need to get that robot that's going to be my eyes, because I can't do shit.
Yeah, I think.
So after a few hours of attempting, you're coming up cold, and it doesn't seem like you're going to find them today.
Oh well, we tried. We fucked them up. They know to be
Speaking
worried.
of which, you almost killed them.
Fuck yeah, we did.
That's the point. Really wanted to kill that rabbit. It's like I didn't give a fuck about the facts. I just really wanted to kill that rabbit.
So. Hold on a sec. Is there any. I don't think I have anything that I can use to collect some of this blood.
Oh, I have.
What are you gonna do in DNA?
I have vials.
Investigation.
Yeah, vials.
I have a vial.
No, I just.
I mean, I
I don't know, man.
Collecting it'll do you any good.
I don't know if it will either.
I do have a stink bomb. Took one look at that thing and it's like, I'm not opening that. Ah, shit, I should have used my stink bomb.
Smash it right in
It
there.
would have probably gotten everybody.
That's the point.
Just everyone's throwing
Everybody's
up outside.
throwing up.
You'll never.
You finally open the door, you start throwing up.
It might have stalled everything long enough for the guards to show up.
Can't wait to crack up this
Yeah,
stink bomb.
everybody's puking in that alley over there. I don't know what's up.
Oh, I need a name for my tribe, by the way. My original tribe. Oh, never mind. Apparently. Oh. Yeah, I don't have a name. You want me to name it? Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that. Well, I know just sometimes with orcs, especially with existing D&D worlds, there's clan names already.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know much about the established world of D&D.
Well, that's fine. We're just going to make up a bunch of shit.
Exactly. I've been making up
So I'm
everything
going to look up
along the
some
way.
clan names.
So, what is the party's plan now?
I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah, you need a nap.
Yeah, I mean,
Does that mean you want to head back to the tower, or do you want to get to an inn?
I'm just going to fall asleep on the sidewalk.
I think we're going to, like, I
we
can't
should go
say.
back to the tower.
We should, but honestly, I don't think traveling with him in the condition he was in is the best.
That's true.
I would suggest you two set up at an inn, and then I head back to the tower to make sure our door is still okay.
Yeah.
As you're discussing, Thola offers to pay for an inn for everyone.
I can take care of it. Are you... What?
I got this. I don't need your help,
Is there a
woman.
specific inn that you're staying at right now, Thola?
Let me look at the names of the inns again, and I will tell you in a sec.
So I'm not real familiar with it, but there are existing clans. I'm going to assume we're going to ignore any possible backstory just for the sake of it, unless we want to use it for flavoring in the future.
Yep.
I either would like Darkstar or Blood Moon. Which one do you think would be best? I know nothing about these, and I'm assuming we're rewriting everything. For the record, no corrections.
Yeah, internet.
I mean, your
Calm
symbol's
down.
already in the shape of a circle, so I would think blood.
Okay, that's fine. Or, I mean, technically Bloodstar would work too. I mean, because it's weird. I'll go with Blood Moon, though. It's fine. I don't
She
give
is
a fuck.
staying at... Yeah, it says Common Sage Inn. It is a wealthy establishment.
She's
It would cost 2 gold a night.
Yeah, I can do that. Let's go there. I'll help Retoris get there since he's in pretty bad shape.
Then the 3 of you, since Skull's wanting to stay outside, I'm not sure
Skull's going to head back to the tower. He's going to double check on the
Alright.
door. We don't want to leave that door open for
Skull's
any
heading
serious
back to the
time.
tower, and the 3 of you are going to an inn.
Mm-hmm.
You are headed towards the...
Why do we always split up?
I'm literally only
We've
going back
split
long
up
enough.
so much. Like, it hasn't horribly fucked us over yet,
But it will.
but it keeps happening.
Skull is literally leaving because we literally cannot leave that door unattended.
No, I completely agree with what's happening. I'm just concerned. out of character concerned.
Well, Skull has, not sure how, but has informed you that he plans to go back to at least check the door.
He mutters it. You get the general idea what he's doing.
And the rest of you head towards the northeast side of town to the Common Sage Inn.
Alright.
Okay, I changed it. It's going to be Darkstar simply because it's a vast swamp.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And upon getting to this inn, you find a female...
Elf!
No, yes, she's definitely elf. You're on the east side.
Racist!
Hi, we need 3 rooms. I assume we're all gonna have different rooms. Do we want to
If
do
you
one
want,
room?
you can either get separate rooms or double up or just however you see.
We're just gonna do separate rooms.
Alright. Then for that, she is asking for 6 gold total
Yeah, I got
for
that.
the 3 of you.
So before Skull sets out, he's going to grab a meal, by the way.
I grab a meal. Do you mean just chase down a small creature?
I'm going to assume this is survival. Fuck off, Jericho.
If you're wanting to hunt, then yes.
Yeah, no, he's not going to hunt. He's going to grab a meal from an inn.
Or a tavern, or just...
Wherever. Something that's on the way out of town.
You,
Random street vendor.
Talking to you.
You ended up going through the marketplace on your way towards heading out of town, and there are some food stands. Some selling meat, some selling fish, some...
He's going to grab a hefty, high-carb meal simply because he raged out, so he needs everything he can get to get his energy back up, because he got fucked. He's all tired and shit. He's a big
I'm
boy.
the one that got the least fucked out of that, which is really surprising to me.
You're almost always the least damage of the gun.
Except
No,
the
I was
first.
gonna say the first
Except-
one he got fucked
Yeah,
up.
the China one. Yeah, that was like the one time. But yeah,
When we first fought the hands before Mundi joined us, I got a little fucked up too. So like I have gotten decently fucked up a couple of times, but
Skull, 3 silver for your meal.
Word.
considering I'm being thrown around all the time.
It's true. You've actually turned out pretty lucky so far.
Damn right.
And it'll take a 2 hours for Skull to get to where the door was, and 3 of you are all in your own rooms. Are any sort of nighttime preparations you have?
Watch
This is
watch
the first
blood out
time
of my
you've
clothes.
stayed in an inn in this campaign.
Actually,
Oh fuck it is.
I won't even watch it. I'll just use my prestidigitation and clean my clothes.
Okay.
Get my copper oxide blood off of it.
I want to actually study this map that I was given because I have not fucking looked at it one bit yet.
Actually, just raise your asshole on it.
That would
No!
be hilarious.
That'd be great.
But no. When you look at the map, it kind of shows like the edge of Ayapo, the west side, and the gap between it and the forest. And it has like this line drawn going through the forest area, kind of taking some zigzags, not going in a straight line or anything, because as he mentioned, it would help you avoid the orcs. And it, based on the legend in the corner, you guesstimate that it would take a 1.5 days travel to get to the location, following this path. But if you went in a straight line, maybe a day.
And 50 orcs later.
Yeah, I mean, it might take us 3 days if we have to fight through a fuck ton of words. Is the path in the direction of Bashir's tower at all, or what direction is that in?
It would mostly go northwest, but it wouldn't go far enough north to be close to the tower.
Okay.
Information on an orc tribe that I think might be relevant towards this. I figured I'd tell you. We can just steal names.
Did
and
my
just throw our
character
own
ever get
flavor
a
on
good look at your map that you had, that you drew in the other world?
I don't know.
them. I'd assume we all had plenty of time to look at it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'll say they're doing that.
I'm
What were you
gonna-
asking about now?
So I'm actually going to take this map over to Retoris in his room, and I want to try to compare it with the map that he drew in the tower before we got sucked out of the Shadow Realm.
Ooh, here's
Dude.
an excellent one.
So you're
Oh.
inspecting your map.
Yeah, I just want to see if they have any like similar.
A better one.
The
The name of their
From the name,
tribe.
I can already take a guess.
Their tribe name is Ear Seekers.
So really against elves,
Their enemy are wood elves.
but
I'd
this
say
town,
that
we're
actually
killing
fits
it.
in the setting more.
I would
Burn it
say
down.
so.
All right. But yeah, I wanna just see if it has any like similar landmarks or anything drawn on it, anything that makes it look like it's a similar area.
Would it be investigation or would it be something else? Because you're trying to examine 2 maps for familiar landmarks. Nature check, since that's related to landmarks.
I rolled a 1.
Well, the first hour didn't make any progress.
Can I borrow this map?
Retoris, he asked you a question.
Can I borrow this map?
Sure.
Now,
Actually-
you do have a few hours before officially bedtime, as it would. So if anyone wanted to spend time trying to examine some of their items, like you are currently with the map, you can. But Skull, you get to the floating rocks outside.
Okay, I'm gonna close it up, ready for tomorrow. and head
It's
out.
currently 10 feet up in the air. You
Mhm.
can't see the door.
Yep.
So how are you going to get up there?
Yep.
Okay.
It was at its highest point, 10 feet up in the air, so I just have to be able to jump high enough to grab onto it. Hoist away.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet. You could easily we don't even need to make a check. You're not really in a rush.
I figured I'm gonna be there until I get in
So,
anyway. So
You get up
Just hopping all
you
night.
climb on top of the rock. You can see that the wand holster is still holding the door open, and when you check for the piece of paper, it's gone.
I'm gonna go in and close the door.
When you go in, you're now back at the tower.
Cool. So whenever I jump down into this door, do I just come feet first out the other side and
It's
like
kinda like
jettison out?
Portal physics.
Hell
where you
yeah!
kinda just lunge forward. Do a bit of a tumble roll since you haven't experienced this before.
It's fine.
But now you have the wand holster.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the wand holster and my rope on the inside and have the door closed. I'm gonna do a perimeter check and then I'm gonna go to bed.
You see the usual twig blights. Most of them hang out in the garden, seem to tend to it, especially now that it's bigger.
I'm gonna go to Climb and ask him to be on the lookout just in case anything came through and ask about the door note to see if one of them took it.
What was your first question before
So make sure that the perimeter is clear, that the door was left open for a period of time, that we have no more new guests.
Okay. And your second one was about the paper.
Yes, the
When
paper was
you
missing.
mentioned that, he actually gets up and he starts looking around the tower, and as you follow him around, he eventually finds one of the twig blights and kind of points at it.
That's fine. As long as there's one of us have it, I'm fine with that. So I made them aware I'm gonna go to bed.
And if you follow this twig blight around, you eventually
Yeah.
follow him to a stack of papers that he's stolen.
He's a that's adorable.
For paper.
His name is Paper.
Aww. You don't know it, I know it. Don't you write that down.
That'd be like calling a human Soylent Green.
Yeah.
They basically name themselves after something they do or are involved with. Like,
But I named Climb, and he's a favorite.
But yeah, there's also one called Spat for a reason,
Oh no.
because someone spat on him.
Oh.
He renamed
Does he like
himself.
it though?
Unsure yet.
Ooh.
But anyway,
Ooh.
yes. Skull, again, the options there if you want to examine something before going to bed.
I'm gonna assume just because he is a tired boy, he raged today, and then he walked back to the door and checked the perimeter before he went to bed. He's a tired boy, and he's just gonna go to sleep for now.
Alright. And does anyone else want to make one more attempt at examining something before bed?
Yeah, I want to make one more attempt with the map.
Alright. Another knowledge, nature.
Better. Not a 1 this time. 15.
You kind of get a general idea of the edge line of this forest on the map the fox gave you, and you eventually find on the map that Retoris drew, it seems like a similar forest edge line is on the map, but it's not where it would be in retrospect to the tower on the map. Because you associate the tower to Bashir's tower, and that's like very close to this forest line that you found, but it's like way off course.
Okay, on the map that Fox gave me, about where the tower is in relation to the line with Retoris' map, I want to take my ink and my pen and just draw like a tower and put a question mark there.
Okay. And you do that.
Okay.
Taurus, were you wanting to do anything before bed?
I don't think I really have anything new to examine.
You've still got old items you haven't examined before.
I do.
Well, let's take a look at what you're holding. You had a potion with an orange liquid. I don't know if you figured that out. You had a potion with a green liquid. You figured out the instrument. You got a good guess on the doorknob. You figured out the rope. You still don't know what the wand does, and you still don't know what the book does.
I remember getting a wand.
You kind of threw it on the ground, but you said you picked it up.
It was the one that it shot out like a little ball of light that really we couldn't figure out what it was doing, and then it ran out of charges while we were kind of attempting to mess with it.
It's
the pedestal.
Just a standard wooden wand, but the tip of it has a small little marble, and inside the marble has like a 3-line smiley face on it.
I guess I'll examine that.
Alright, then make a knowledge arcane to see if you learn anything new about this wand.
I got a 22.
Okay, the wand is called a Wand of Smiles. When you fire it at someone, it basically forces them to smile. And you rolled high enough to know that someone made an alteration to this wand to where if they fail the check, it could essentially keep them from speaking during the time they are charmed by it, while forcing them to smile. You also know